Okay, so coming into this game against St. Francis, they're a tough team. Obviously, they're coming off a loss. You guys want to make a statement. What were the keys for you guys coming into this game as a coaching staff to get these players to do?
Overall, we wanted our guys to believe, to not have any doubt. We really talked about that. You know, one of our former guys came in, Norm Sear, and talked to our guys as well about the same thing. And just that is a heavyweight fight, and it's going to come down to the last round. And the scoreboard, we tell them, is always a reflection of the past. Every time you look at it, it's in the rearview mirror, and you got to be thinking and planning for what's the next. So just keeping our guys prepared for the next play, and believing, no matter what it was or how much we're struggling on one side or not, just believing.
So you talk a little bit about struggling on one side, but not. Let's talk about the positive. Your defense today came in here and stood up. I think their quarterback was negative 40 yards rushing at halftime because of the pressure you were putting on him. Just talk a little bit about what the defense did so well today.
I think our linebackers, we got linebackers, D linemen, secondary, but a lot of returners have played against them multiple times now, and they trust in what we're doing, and so we're doing something a little bit different than we might normally do in a given week, that they believe in it and they can go out there and execute it. So we got smart guys that play hard on defense, and that's what it comes down to.
On the offensive side, there was some struggles, but you were able to do some things. What adjustments were you making in that game to try to figure out how to win that chess match?
They got a great defense. It's this is one of the best teams in the country, and they're coached very well. And so nothing's easy going against those guys. And so certainly hats off to them for playing a great game. And with offense, it's just trying to make it all work. We've got some guys have been banged up, coming back in, new guys stepping in, and just we're constantly working to get things to click and to go. And when it came down to it, our guys made the plays when we needed to make plays. When we lost to Robert Morris, we looked at ourselves on defense as like, well, yeah, we might have played pretty good, but it wasn't good enough. And so I'm fine winning if it's 7-0 or 7-3. That's football. So we're totally fine with winning defensive games. But at the end of the day, yeah, you just keep working with the guys to get after it.
What were some of the leaders on the sideline doing and getting ready to go when you're down 3-0 and you've got to make that final drive? Were some of the players standing up and getting the guys going, and what was that atmosphere like?
Absolutely. It was a wild end of the first half, and we talked at halftime we wanted controlled chaos, that we wanted great enthusiasm, chaos on defense. We were kind of getting a little wild on the sidelines to almost out of control. So having that great energy, but then being even keel and locked in to just execute our assignments rather than being so hyped up that we couldn't make plays. So that was one thing that we talked about at halftime. And I forgot the other part of your question.
So when you come into this second half and on that last drive, the mentality on the sideline, some of those older players and the leaders, what was it like to get them to go out there and be able to go out there and put their head together?
We talked to them. It's like we're going to get another opportunity to go back out there, and we preach you got to love football. That you signed up to come play defense. You didn't sign up to come watch our offense and just stand on the sideline. You signed up to play, and so having that, quite frankly, on this field, I think it was 2014, we ran out on defense multiple times after pick sixes, and we had leaders that led the field onto that and got stops. And it was just like, to me, that stayed with me, teaching our guys that play to the end. Be hungry to play, relish in that, not like, oh, we got to go back out there. But hungry for that opportunity. And it's real life though, when it's tough and you got to go out there and do it.
So that last play unfolded and Joe was able to put it in the end zone. Did that unfold the way you thought it was going to, or the way it was drawn up, or was it improvised?
I'm pretty sure it was an outside zone, and we got the edge. We pinned the edge, and he started going, and then Joe on us. So it was great to have him back, and we were kind of joking with him on the sideline. Coach Straz was that it was about time that he popped one, because we were kind of waiting for that all day, and so we said he hit about every button on the joystick for every move, so it was pretty smooth.
So we know you've got some tough teams coming up, but every player we've interviewed today talk about one game at a time. So the coaching is getting to them.
Yeah.
But what do you do the rest of the way to get this team ready to go each week to try to win out?
We talked about today being if you don't look far, if you don't have the right vision, that you think this is the peak and the mountaintop, and so it is a peak, but it's not the mountaintop, and like we got plenty to climb and plenty to do ahead, and so that's one big thing that we talked about. And we got a reserve game tomorrow, so let's come out and support the guys that got after it on scout team during the week and get those guys better. And our guys want to leave a legacy in terms of teaching guys our game, how we play it, and so that we continue to build a tradition of winning and then doing things we've never done before.
Good luck.
Thank you.